Ready? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've been on like making quilts. Like I've drawn up like a bunch of like quilt designs. Quilting? Yeah, pretty much. You can big quilts. I'm gonna make everyone for the family and whatnot. I've been asking like what everyone wants.
Let me know when it resumes. It pauses when I alt tab.
Mom and Robert and Nicole, pretty much everyone in the family. I'm making her own quilt and I'm going crazy with crafts. I just, gotta get everything going.
Yeah, it pauses when I alt tab. Hey, hun, you mind going into the bedroom for just a second? Because I'm showing Owen something. It won't take long.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my wife is talking with her dad. But yeah, so pretty much this is Heroes of Newerth. A long time ago, when Warcraft 3 was like just released, or was like the current game everybody was playing, like a lot of people made custom maps, and then a few people are turning those custom maps made on Warcraft 3 into actual games. And obviously, like, one of the big popular ones, you've seen a couple of them as actual video games. So Spellforce and Spellforce 2, that's in the Steam store, that was originally made on Warcraft 3. I made a Dragon Ball Z game a long time ago, but like Bandai is super religious about rights, so that was never gonna happen. And whatchamacallit, Dota was like one of many forms of AOSs. They call them mobiles now, but it used to be called AOS back in the day, which stands for Ancients of the Storm, because the first version of that ever made was made on StarCraft. And so there's like all different kinds of AOSs or mobiles that were made on Warcraft 3, and a lot of them were a lot better than Dota, but like some of them were Star Wars ones, like a lot of them were like all different kinds, like South Park ones and X-Men ones. So it just, Dota happened to be the most popular. It wasn't necessarily the best one. Anyways, so when he wanted to make his own game, he wanted to make Newerth, and Newerth has a lot of cool stuff in it. But Riot Games, and like this is why League is their only game, a guy saw the opportunity to rip him off and beat him out on release. So then that's what ended up happening, and League of Legends did better because of it, because it pretty much it launched first and had them. He stole all his hype. He wanted to make Newerth really good, so he spent an extra year waiting into releasing it. And because League of Legends stole from what Dota was, Newerth was trying to improve off of Dota. So like Newerth in a lot of ways is better than Dota 2. It is. It's a smoother game. The characters look better. The interface looks better. Your ability to shop and level up your characters significantly better. The use of the courier is better. And there's just stuff in Newerth that you cannot do in any other MOBA, period. And one of those things is that, I know what you're sitting there going to say, is like, oh yeah, like other MOBAs have taunts. Well, Newerth had them first. And they have a large amount of taunts. Some of them the players got to keep, the ones that got them, but they had to remove them from the game because of lawsuits and stuff, because some of them are borderline racist. They're still funny. This is like a MOBA for adults in a way. So since you're heading that way, I might as well show you. These are a whole bunch of different, like, there's 124 pages of various avatars. That alone's a feat. They have a lot of avatars for all the heroes. And these are just all the couriers. Like, types that you can have in the game that you can buy right now. There's some that you can't get or you can get from that were events only.
Spike that blood sugar.
So here's announcers. All right, to give you just an example of how funny this can get, here's announcers. And let's see, there's a flamboyant gay pack and a surfer dude pack. So let me go over to the flamboyant gay pack. This is one I have. So when you get first kill, that's what it says when you get first kill. Oh, okay. So yeah, if you're the person to get first blood, that's what it says. It says cherry popper. Now, like, I know, like, with, like, a lot of games, you can have custom announcer packs. But the difference is that what is announced, everybody hears it. Except for general things, like, oh, your tower is under attack. Or your tower has been destroyed. Or, you know, so-and-such side wins. Those are the only things that you hear yourself. So let's say, for example, I'm the one that gets first blood. And I'm using the flamboyant gay pack. But somebody else is using the seductive pack, which when you get first blood with the seductive pack, it sounds like this.
It only hurts the first time.
That person using the seductive pack would not hear it only hurts the first time. Everybody in the game on my team and their team hears cherry popper because I'm the one who got first blood. If I'm going on a killing spree and I get like triple kills,
it's a three-way.
so that's what it says when you kill somebody with the flamboyant gay pack and get a triple kill. It's a three-way. So everybody in the whole entire game will hear it's a three-way. So it makes it so like whatever pack you're using is like everybody hears it. So when you're owning, everybody knows you're owning because it's coming from your announcer. So, like, it's really cool. So, like, if you're getting immortal with the flamboyant gay pack, which is 15 kills without dying.
Ooh, scary.
But if you're getting immortal with the seductive pack, 15 kills without dying.
Oh, yeah.
There's one that's like, somebody likes to get spanked. I think this is 10.
Don't stop now. Annihilation.
That's like if you wipe out everybody. Where is it for?
Did you forget the safe word?
Quad kill.
So one of these is, somebody likes to get spanked. I'm trying to figure out what it is.
Who's on top now?
I can't
That
remember.
felt good,
Good.
didn't it? Did you forget the safe word?
Oh, crap. I already did that one. I don't think it's Annihilation.
Annihilation.
Yeah, let's see. Triple? Quad kill?
Quad kill.
Triple kill.
Double tap.
It only hurts the first time.
I don't know. One of these is,
Who's on top now?
somebody likes to get spanked. That's the pimp pack. And this does happen. Like, across everybody's screen, they'll see the lips, they'll see the chain drop down for the pimp pack. Like, everybody will see this stuff happen. And it's just completely awesome. There's a British gentleman pack.
For Queen and Country. Contemptible. A royal thrashing. Gentlemen, the King. Bloody hell. Hail to Newerth. We're conquering the game.
It's freaking awesome. Like, it's just so awesome.
Absolutely spiffing. For Queen and Country.
And this is my favorite. Okay, so this is the best part about this game. Because the vanity on this game is so freaking awesome, and it's actually not even that expensive to get for buying. It is a little bit harder to get for earning currency, but it's not that expensive to get for buying. So, like, you could easily drop, like, $20 on this game and walk out with, like, 10, 15 skins and, like, a whole bunch of different other stuff. So, because of how much work he spent into the vanity aspect of this game, you get all the characters for free. Even when a new hero comes out, automatically free. Originally, when the game came out, it had 2 million active players on release, and you had to buy the game for $30. Then as the game changed, he adjusted the skins and avatars and announcer packs as more stuff went in, and it's all free. Like, it's completely free. The only thing is that you have to buy a lot of the stuff, but like a lot of it's also like you see there's gold and then there's silver. So like you can earn it, you can save up silver, but it's a little bit hard considering the population of the game is going down, and the quickest match queue is mid wars. But the queues are about as long as if you were only to queue for Dota on West Coast. It could take about 10 minutes to find a normal match, if not 20. Like, it's really bad. It's getting longer. The game's dying, sadly, because it's a better game. It's better than everything. So, like, one thing I want to show you is this one's no longer available because it's racist, and they kind of cut it out. But there's a fortune cookie taunt. So when you taunt somebody, it goes on a 40-second cooldown. And then it applies a debuff to that person, I think for 4 or 10 seconds or something like that. It's either 4, 10, or 15 seconds. I can't remember. So, but that debuff lasts on that person for, I think it is 10 or 15 seconds. And it goes on a 40-second cooldown. And if you get the killing blow, only if you get the killing blow on that person while they have the debuff, it will activate the taunt. And a lot of the taunts have sequences. They're not always going to be the same. So each time that you taunt somebody, it will be different. It's not always going to be the same taunt. And one of these is the fortune cookie taunt, which you can't get anymore. But
Chinese buffet feed fewer people.
yeah, so it cut it off. A Chinese buffet feed fewer people than you. And then one thing that you want is just like, you and I have something in common. We both feed the enemy. It's just like a whole bunch of like array of different stuff that you can do with every single time you taunt the fortune cookie with somebody with the fortune cookie taunt. And then this one's ridiculous. Like you can literally have a unicorn just stampede on the person's grave. A unicorn. So, like, you can literally, especially if they're like raging a lot. This one. So like you can tombstone Michael Jackson Thriller and then walk on their grave. Moonwalk on their grave. There's Acme taunts where you just drop various objects, pianos, dumpsters, like a whole bunch of different stuff. Anvils, like safe. Oh man, so there's just a lot of different stuff. This one's one of my favorites. Okay, this is the dumpster one. Get dumpstered, kid.
Get dumpstered, kid.
Yeah, and then there's a baby taunt where you turn them into a baby and they cry like one and then they explode. There's like dropping G's. Good game. Good game. You're gonna love my nuts.
You'll love my nuts.
So yeah, no, it's alright pizza. You cut them up into a pizza. Rest in peace. So there's just like a whole bunch of taunts. Fat lady sings. It's over. So over. Get wrecked, son.
Get wrecked.
And one of my favorite taunts as well. Oh, there's Slap the Troll.
The troll.
But yeah, one of my favorite taunts as well is there's a Rage Kid taunt where he's like just completely destroyed his computer.
You freaking goddamn son of I hate this game! Oh, I hate you! Hate! Yes, I hate you! Burn!
So yeah. It's pretty awesome. And then that's the taunts. And then these are the announcers. There's a Samuel Jackson pack.
Welcome to Newerth, mother.
They censored it, hun. There's a censored version of the Samuel Jackson pack. They have two now. They have where he beats out, and then there's just the.
Welcome to Newerth, motherfucker.
They added a censored version of the Samuel Jackson pack. Oh my god, that's new. So, my wife has. We got you the haunted house one for Halloween, right? That one's no longer available.
No?
Yeah, but Jess has the Sugar Rush one.
Spike that blood sugar.
So that's what it says when you get the first blood for it, and then like if you're on Immortal, so 15 kills.
Diabetes. Overindulgence.
That's 10 kills.
You monster.
Let's see here.
No turning back now.
That's first blood. Ah.
Your horror shall never end.
Genocide if you killed a whole entire team.
Only ghosts remain.
Which one is it for? Because I was going through all of them on the seductive pack and I couldn't hear that. Somebody likes to get spanked. I don't know why. But like, yeah, it's one of those. God knows. And then she has you have the pudding pack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the pudding pack.
Immortal. Nemesis. Humiliation. Smackdown. Bloodlust.
Oh, crap.
Hat trick. Quad kill. Annihilation.
Which one is it on the pudding pack where it's yum yum yum? Is that the pudding pack or is that a different one?
That's the sugar.
Oh, is it? It's a shit. It's one of them. I don't know. Anyways, there's a badass pack.
First of many. Not today, dirtbag. Give up already. Not today, dirt.
Oh, what?
Vengeance is sweet. Hail to the champion, baby.
Let's see here. Oh, and the surfer dude back. It's Annihilation. I think it does it. One of them is catching Big Air Bra, and I love how it does it. So
That's bogus, man.
I think it might be Genesis.
Wipeout.
No, it's Wipeout. Wait, what the heck? Which one is it?
Catching some
There it
serious
is.
air, bra.
Catching some serious air, bra. So yeah, no, there's just tons of taunts, and then to get into the characters, there's so many characters. One of the things that I should bring up is that so some of these characters are similar to Dota characters because it is the creator of Dota that made it, but there's a lot of balances around it, as well as there's a lot of characters that aren't exactly like Dota characters. They're a mixture of ones, or they've had changes of stuff that wasn't even in Dota and added into them. And then there's characters in here that aren't even in Dota at all. So like, or any mobile for that fact, or anything that doesn't even resemble them. So one of the characters that Jess likes playing a lot, which we're going to show you that, we're going to do that combo. One of the combos that we play is Shell Shock and Pearl. And Pearl is a bubble mage. She's getting up right now so we can go play. Pearl is a bubble mage. Oh, that's another thing. There's lore. Like, tons of lore. And in here, it makes more sense. Like, in League of Legends, the lore is, like, kind of a joke. Every single character in here has a backstory. There's two sides. There's the Legionnaire, and then there's the Hellborn. And every single character in this story has a backstory, and their reason of joining the Legionnaire are the Hellborn. And they're all connected. Like, literally, every single character is connected to each other. And to give you an idea of what that means, and, like, a lot of games are catching up, but for the longest time, especially since Newerth is losing momentum and active player base, Newerth had the most heroes. So let me show you the hero list, and you can just get an idea between the two sides. So here's the hero list. These are all the agilities. This one's Legionnaire, a Legionnaire side, and then this is Hellborn side. And then this is like the intellect and then strength. So agility, intellect, strength. One thing that a lot of people commonly think is like, oh, all agility heroes are carries. For the most part, that's true. That's not true per se. It's the same that goes for like, you know, like all intellect heroes are support. That's not true. Like a lot of them are damage killers, like, you know, like Thunderbringer and stuff. So this is like more along the lines of Dota than AP carry or AD carry, like attack power or attack damage carry. It's not like that. It's and like depending on how you play the hero, technically any hero in this game can carry. Like, so one of the things I like to say, like hands down, is that when you get an avatar on Newerth, it changes the personality of the character completely. So one common hero that you like everybody knows from Dota and from Newerth, and like Blitzcrank is kind of like him, is Devour or Pudge. And he has the hook and the rot and the decay, and he can bite you down and eat you, and he gains health as he keeps on getting kills and like more strength or whatever. Yeah. So we all know, like, you know that. So like when he throws his hook in his normal Devour skin, which looks like this, that one's an Oogie skin. So when he throws his hook in his normal Devour skin, he says like, I think you're mine. Yeah, and he pulls him back, and then when he's eating the person, he's like, oh, yum, 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 as he's devouring the person down on them. There is a Captain Devour skin, which is one of my favorite skins. Captain Gorebeard. Oh, and before I show you that, there's like a whole entire Misfit set of plushies, and that's how they look during the daytime, and then this is how they look during the nighttime, which is awesome. And then look at that. That's like from that's from Pirates of the Caribbean. So it's really awesome the amount of work they spent on these skins and stuff. But like they completely change their personality. They say different things, and sometimes their voice will be different, and blah 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 blah. But when he throws his hook as Captain Gorebeard, he says, "Give me that booty." Like a pirate. Whenever he lands his hook, he'll pull the person back and say, "Give me that booty." It's the funniest thing in the world. Like, it's just so hilarious. I'm going to show you the two heroes we're going to be playing. Oh, and like, yeah, so, crap. So I'm going to be playing Shell Shock, which that's a kind of like a Gandalf the Grey wizard Shell Shock skin. Get into that later. But Shell Shock is a moon kitty, pretty much. That's how she sounds. And so she has a couple of abilities. She can shoot out a wave of fireflies, and it shows vision and stuff like that. And the cone that it does it. It also applies a armor debuff to let me just say, target location, spawn a line of fireflies, which provides vision in the area. Enemy units hit by the blast are dealt 250 magic damage and a 20% movement speed slow for 2 seconds. And then Rolling Thunder. This is what makes this hero so powerful, is Rolling Thunder. Pretty much what you do is you target an enemy, and the longer Shell Shock starts rolling, the longer pretty much he charges up a roll, and then he just lets go and starts rolling. And he'll hit that target and any other targets next to it, stunning them and doing a whole bunch of AoE magic damage and knocking them back. On top of that, like, his damage is increased for each person that hops inside him. So he's like Rampage, except he can't target any. I mean, he's like Spear Breaker. I'm sorry, where you can charge somebody, but he has to target them. And he can't do it from all the way across the map. There is a Spirit Breaker in here. His name's Rampage. But he AoE hits everybody with the charge, not just one person. When he charges in, he hits everybody with the charge. And on top of that, he's an Uber, a lift, that his whole entire teammate can hop inside him while he's rolling. And it increases the amount of damage that he's going to do on impact with the roll, which is insane. The other thing that he does is that he is immune. So from the point that he starts the roll to the point that he reaches his target, you cannot even do damage to him. And which even makes it even more ridiculous is that he can use items and spells while rolling. And same thing goes for everybody else who's on his trip. So people can cast as he's rolling, and at the rolling destination, a pre-med cast onto the impact of his roll. So by the time that everybody does hop out of the Uber, everything's already down. So this is crazy. It's not even an ultimate. It's part of his normal abilities. And this is not overpowered. This game's way more balanced than other mobiles. To give you an idea of how fast this game can play, it can wreak havoc. It's like ridiculous. So his other thing is he passively grants magic armor to himself and all of his allies. When he dies, he drops his shell, and the enemy team can pick it, or anybody can pick it up, and take the magic armor for a few seconds. Pretty much take his shell for a few seconds and have that magic armor protection. And then his ultimate allows him to slow allies nearby and do pulsive magic damage to them. That does a lot of magic damage. Also, for the more health he has, and this is a tank hero, the more health he has, the more damage his ultimate does. So his damage does better as he goes up in health. Yeah, that's insane. Right? Moving on to Pearl, which is what Jess is going to be playing. Crap, it's been so long. This is also one of my favorite heroes. I mastered it and stuff. So that's the default skin for Pearl. and she's a bubble mage, and she, as you can see, her weapon is literally a bubble wand. She's a support healer. Her first ability is really strong. She asphyxiates a target, so she pretty much targets one person, and then a bubble grows inside them, and then like drowns them and pops. That person can still move around and stuff like that, but it does a crap ton of damage, and then it slows them for a lot. And then when it pops, it does a percentage of that damage and slows all nearby targets. Whirling Bubbles is pretty much a wave of bubbles that does a decent amount of damage. Not as much damage as her first skill, but still a decent amount of damage. And it knocks back everybody. She has Bubble Pop, which that's funny. I'll tell you why after I'm done read over these abilities. But Bubble Pop is a leap, and she can leap to allies and heal them. Or just leap on top of herself, like, and just leap on, and it will heal her and her allies. And then she has Preservation, which pretty much makes it so everybody inside her bubble, like, she activates this big, huge, giant barrier, and everybody inside it gets a lot. All of her allies inside it get a lot of healing increase, and it reduces some damage that you take. And then it knocks back all of the enemies drastically as well. So it's like pretty much like a big, huge, giant bubble. She smacks it down and says, "You have no power here," or whatever, skin that she's using. And it will just like send everybody flying back, and everybody inside is protected by a big, huge, giant bubble. So it's really awesome how all the heroes are and they look. I don't know where they moved the comic book section after the updates, but it's still in here. I'll find it in a bit. But Pearl joined the Legion because she's actually the last of her kind. There used to be a whole bunch of bubble mages, and one of the heroes, Malakin, is right here. Malakin is like, he's like this big, huge, giant, infernal type dude. He can do a lot of stuff. He went to her people's area and killed all of them. Pearl is the only one that survived. So he wiped out all the bubble mages, and Pearl is the only one that lived. So Pearl wants revenge against Malakin because he killed all her people. And it's funny enough because most of the Pearl skins sympathize with that, but this Ruby Pearl skin's meant to be a little bit darker and stuff like that. And she's just like, the bubble mages died because they were weak. I'm better than the rest of them. So she's got a little bit of attitude. There's a popcorn one. So instead of a bubble growing in somebody's, when you're fixing it, instead of a bubble growing and engulfing a person and popping, it looks like a popcorn kernel as it's growing and it pops. You have a whole bunch of popcorn go all over the place. And as she's walking around, she'll sit there and say, it's like, does anybody want any popcorn? So, yeah, there's like, they greatly reflect the skins, and I can show you that a little bit. Let me see.
I am the last of my kind.
It's like drop to you pop on.
The stroke of the wand. In your face. Give me more time.
Those bubble mages were weak. Their demise was inevitable. It's worth trying. Try not to cry when I win. Will you just wait a moment?
I definitely think that popcorn is healthier than potato chips. Pop till you drop. Gross! You double dipped. Patience is the key for delicious popcorn.
This is one of my favorite tanks I play is Pharah. There's I think it's like something Clockworks, I think, in Dota. He's the one little thing that can like pull into somebody and then put up a wall or something like that. But in here she's like an Egyptian Pharah, obviously, and there's like all these different skins. I played the Cleopatra one I like the most, and there's an Anubis one. So like,
Osiris weighs the guilty hearts, and your heart is laden. I bring destruction. My wrath is eternal.
verse. Let's try the Anubis one.
My reign upon these wretched
Oh my god, that voice is so strong. So yeah, like, this is every single character. It will look like this in game. You can pick it. You can play whoever you want. Kraken's really awesome. He can like he is the Kraken, and he puts out a whirlwind on the ground, and like he just starts sucking our vortex, and he starts sucking everybody into the vortex of the water tornado. They just get sucked down it like a drain. It's intense. Like, oh, Tiny from Newerth, he's Pebbles here, and they made an Arnold Schwarzenegger skin for him.
Don't worry, I can solve any problem with my fist. Affirmative. If you bleed, I can kill you. That ability is not ready.
And he's also one of the ones that got the plushie collection, which I have all of them. I have no idea where. Maybe he didn't get the plushie one, but that's ridiculous.
My friend.
I don't know why the plushie one's not showing up. I could have sworn. And then that's the default.
Let's rock and roll. It is written in stone. You got a plan, Smooth Skin?
Go back and show you the Captain Devourer. I'm gonna go grab my wife so we can get started. She's talking to her mom and stuff because it's the Canadian and her dad. It's the Canadian Thanksgiving. Theirs is different than ours.
Bone of your bones, flesh of your flesh. Show me the way. Kill them and eat them.
This is a very dark skin. Like, that is just scary. He looks like he's gonna kidnap some kids and do horrible things to them. But yeah, that's just really bad.
Num num. How'd you like to be the new figurehead on me bowsprit? Captain's orders. Fear the blood tide. Just give me a second here. What? Where's me mana? Pull on me beard and I'll pull out your innards. Surrender or die. Dead man tell no tale. I'll grind your bones to make me bread, and turn your organs into chop.
The sea has a rhythm and order of its own. It seems so.
Don't worry, I can get all lost binkies back. I'm getting to it.
He has an oven mitt as his hand, and that looks like it was taken off of a cake.
You not taking over. That ability is not ready.
I'm going to gorge myself on stuffing. I'm going to get ya. Rip them up.
So yeah, it's just showing you that there's a couple of there's actually a lot of heroes in here that aren't in Dota or any of the other games and stuff like that, like Shell and Pearl, and there's like a lot of other ones on here, like Alania. They have a Glacius, which is similar to Crystal Maiden, but Alania is not even close. Like there's Lena or whatever, like the Fire Mage, which is like Pyromancer in here, but Alania is like a counter to that. Alania is a Frost Mage, and she's just like not even like Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden's more of a support. Alania is a damage dealer. Like she can slow and do like a whole bunch of cones and like AoE like slows and stuff like that. So that's pretty much a slow that she can throw a disc out and in a straight line, and it does a whole bunch of slow and damage to people. It also builds up charges. I'll get into that in a bit. And then she puts down an AoE circle on the ground that periodically does frost damage as people walk through it. And it does an initial amount of damage as it goes down, but not that much from the initial. And it slows people as they're like walking through it, as well as periodic damage. And it also grants charges. Her flash freeze is a single target stun. It stuns the person for 1 second. It adds 0.05, so I guess about a 20th of a second, I guess you could say 1/20th of a second for every single frost charge added. So it will stun for a maximum of 3 seconds if you have a lot of charges built up from hitting people with your first 2 skills. And an absolute zero does a crap ton of damage. It used to scale with your charges, but I guess it doesn't. But long story short, is absolute zero is like the first skill where it sends out a disc, but this disc is way wider and does way more damage as it goes through. And her alt staff is in this game, Staff of Mastery it's called, and pretty much what it does is it allows the disc to go out faster, and then it doubles back. So her ultimate will go through people, and then it will come back And as it comes back, it does this flash freeze effect. Not stunning everybody, but rooting them. So everybody's rooted for like 4 seconds and unable to move. It's ridiculous. It's one of the most, she's one of the most powerful characters to have the alt stick with. It's almost one of the first items you want to go for. Trying to show an example of a hero that's in here but different. That's in Dota. Oh, also we had Monkey King first, and our Monkey King's very different than Dota's Monkey King. Dota added Monkey King way afterwards, and they don't even work anywhere near the same at all. We had Monkey King before any other game even had Monkey King. Before even Smite was created. Okay, so Swiftblade. Blade Master or whatever, where he has a healing ward he can place down, and here he does not have that. So he works a little bit differently. So Blade Frenzy, which is his Blade Storm, as you know, where he spins around. He's untargetable by spells, actually. I think he can take magic damage, but he cannot get stunned or anything. Are you calling for me? I think my wife is calling. Jess, were you calling for me? But yeah, no, he cannot take, he can't be stunned by magic damage, only physical damage when he's whirlwinding. His Blade Storm, I don't know if it's physical damage in Dota, I think it might be. For balancing reasons in here, it's magical damage, so it can't scale with his physical attack. He has counter attacks, which pretty much is similar to actually something that warriors have in World of Warcraft, where they get a chance for an extra attack. So as he's attacking, he gets a chance for an extra attack. He gets critical strike, 30% critical strike chance of dealing, and he also has a chance of dealing a 1.75x critical attack. So and then he still has his ultimate where he dashes through people and stuff like that. So I guess in a way, this one's a mixture between PA and Phantom Assassin and the Blade, whatever one. It's like the Whirlwind and stuff. He's a mixture between the two. Voodoo Jester, Witch Doctor, kind of similar. They changed it again. He has this acid cocktail, throws out a stun, and it stuns like bounces between multiple people, stunning them and doing a little bit of damage. He has his good mojo, his bad mojo, where they changed that, so I don't think it's no longer AoE, where it just works on one person. So it heals your allies periodically, or it does damage to your allies periodically. He has his Cursed Ground, which this one is scaled to be a lot more powerful, where he pretty much targets a location on the ground, any enemies inside that location, or enemy heroes inside that location, not minions, will start taking periodic damage over time, and like I think for like 10% of their health for every single tick, and then they'll like take an instant nuke for like a 40% of their health or something like that at the end. It depends on how well it's scaled, and he has this ward that he placed down that starts shooting at people. I have a Plague Doctor skin for him. My wife likes the Raptor. That's his default. And it does change depending on what you're doing with the emote. There's heroes like Clanks. Clanks is not in there at all. In any of the games at all. There's just a lot of heroes that are just not in here. This one's so ridiculously... a Tralupafont. He's a really good jungler. He's literally an elephant that tramples over people. He's a really good initiator. King Clout is a really good spellcaster. He can just like move all over the map really quickly, like similar to where Alania has her beams that she sends out. This hero can send out beams at way further locations and summon minions all over the place, and he can teleport to where he sends out his beams, so he can just like launch back and forth through you. The thing about it is that he more or less does silences and reduces people's magic armor, but he doesn't have any slows. So as he's going through people, it's like not slowing. So he combos very well with heroes that can slow. There is one, oh yeah, so Liana, our Pyromancer in here. That's the default Pyromancer skin. There's a female one, and that one's really cool. Warlock is one I play a lot. I don't know why I not remember. Hellbringer, and that's an engineer one. So instead of summoning a big, huge, giant demon, she can summon a big, huge mech, and then that's the default one. So they've changed the heroes. They've rebalanced them. They added in heroes that aren't even in any of the games, like Riftwalkers and Arcane Mage. That very similar to how Alani is a Frost Mage, and then you have the Fire Mage, and then you still have Glacius, who's pretty much, in all intents and purposes, Crystal Maiden. Like his Jack Frost skin as the Snowman. She's almost done with her mom there. Gravekeeper is really cool. I have a Histacia Gravekeeper skin because I like, history and stuff. So I was like, oh, Histacia, how about that? That's the default Gravekeeper skin. He can like pick up bodies. I think he's in Dota. Yeah, he can pick up bodies, summon an army of the dead. But there's like a lot of heroes in here that aren't in Dota as well. And there's just a lot of balances and stuff like that that make it. Are you ready, Hun, so we can show him a game? Yeah. Okay. There's one hero I was going to show him, and I can't remember what it was. But it's whatever. Yeah, we'll do the Shell Pearl, so we can show him how that, because I explained those heroes, and those are two heroes that aren't in either. Alright, let's get this game going. Mid-wars queues don't take that long. It should end rather quickly. Or it should queue us rather quickly. Grab one. I mean, it's your right because of that lever or whatever. And just let you know. So you can eat it. So you can talk to each other. Is that how you do it? Yeah. So, I need more.
Yeah, Mom's having a big dinner with Robert and Nicole. Yeah.
So this is mid-wars. Pretty much everybody gets a chance to ban and everybody gets a chance to pick. I think we should. I'm banning engineer if nobody on our team is picking it. Okay, well that works. Well, what heck? I guess I'll just ban Alania. Alright, grab your pearl, I'll grab my shell. I feel like I should have banned like Devour or something. Oh, they got ripped. What's the hero that we, oh, Kraken. So he's gonna get to see how Kraken works. I'll use the default skin. You should use the popcorn one. Crap, I forgot which skins which announcer I'm using.
I was gonna change mine to the Halloween one, but...
Yeah, it's whatever. Just leave it. We can always do it next game. Owen, are you still watching? Because we're about to start the game. Hopefully he's still watching or whatever.
I got a Bubbles.
Do we know? Oh, we do.
Ravenor
and Bubbles should be able to carry. Or I mean, Ravenor and Bubbles should be able to do some damage. I'm gonna tank. Ravenor is probably gonna co-initiate with me. Alright, so Revenant and Bubbles should be able to do damage. My main concern is Revenant can get really good attack speed, but they're both spell damage. So Revenant typically works through a spell damage. I don't know. We'll see. It should be fine. Actually, I'm going to sell this. I don't know if I want to do that. There we go. Hey, you see how they changed it, a lot of it, so we always have our teleport as well. So one of the things that's pretty cool is that because it's a Dota slash whatever thing, so like it's called Shrunken Head in here. Ah, why is it not showing up? Oh, I misspelled it. So if you search BKB, it will show it up or whatever. Even though it's like, so it's not called Black King Bar in here. So because of that, it will help you find items regardless. Oh, he's dead. I'm rolling him. He's gone. Oh my god. Come on. And because of that, I'm immune. Like I talked about. I'm gonna go back to base and then come back out and help my team. So the tower did no damage to me because of the immunity. And I'm already level 5. So the reason why we're fighting so hard over this boss is because in mid-wars they made it so it gives you like an increasing buffs and stuff. Yeah, that's right, come at me. Oh crap. Where is like our carries?
Right?
What the heck? I rolled, I swear.
Poor blighters.
He ulted me. I'm silent still. He's gonna try and get away. That's not gonna happen. And then there I am as well using an item there. Here, I have a roll. Oh, or not. There we go. So she just saved me with her bubble. And now we're all getting really good regen in here as well. I'm gonna ult now that I have mana for it. Oh wow, that's a lot. I have no mana, 1 sec. Alright, I'm rolling. Click me. Get ready to run right after this, son. Wrong way. It's okay. I'm sorry, love.
It's okay.
I should have told you to run towards the tower. That's my bad. Especially since we had minions there. I'm rolling. Click me, people.
You have one shot. Marvelous.
Yep, British Gentleman pack. That's what I'm using. It's like, yeah, and everybody heard that in the whole entire game that I was wrecking them like that. 8 and 1. Oh my god. I'm sure they're so toasty right now. I do not like that. I'm gonna swap those. I keep on like hesitating to use my heal and stuff because of that. I had them on the wrong bars. We have the wards. I want to use it while we can. Nice ult, hun, because that's going to save us from this vortex. And his silence, oh my god. It broke on him because of that, yeah. You saw that?
Mm-hmm.
Poor guy. Wow, hop in, people, or not. Yeah, run, hun, because he's going to want to blow you up right now.
You have one shot.
I made him pick me. Oh, crap. I don't know if I'm gonna win this one. Come on, Sinner. Nope.
2 souls claimed.
I see it. I think we got it. Yep. I got it for us.
They can see me.
Yeah, we can see you. Alright, that works. Whatever. So the reason why that was so vicious is because we get to pick between grants you 4% damage dealt from all sources, movement speed, or an increasing amount of base stats. So that's why that was so freaking vicious. I think I'm gonna go damage because of how this game's going, and I'm just gonna get a lot of health items anyways. Yeah, bad move. I bet he's wishing he didn't step. Oh, like, he's like, come on and step. Oh geez, he took it. Nice kill. Ah. Yes, attack me. Yeah, stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Oh man. I need more health. More health. You can also put auto level on if you want to go with a guide as well, but I liked different than mine. What they had set for me.
Absolutely spiffy.
Serial killer.
Oh, wow, this is such a joke. They die so quickly. The other thing is everybody has a personal individual courier, so I don't have to wait on somebody else's. So like I just called mine and it's flying out here right now to deliver items to me. Well, at least he saved his team.
Illusion.
I think I'll do icon. It gives me more health. I'll start working on it. Yeah, icon. It's gonna give me lots of health and mana. Actually, second thought, screw that. Oh crap, I accidentally sold it. My hands, I need to eat something. I accidentally sold the wrong item. I sold my boots on. It's okay. It's because I haven't eaten much yet. We're gonna go grab lunch soon. So, screw it.
Double damage. Now then. Righto. Know your place.
I hit up the barb too. He canceled his ultimate because he was killing himself. He canceled his ultimate. That's however. Oh jeez. Hello, friend. Wow. This is a lot.
Quite right. Jolly good. Absolutely spiffy.
Another thing is it plays better. Newerth has this weird delay queue thing going on, and this plays a lot smoother than Newerth does. I love how I go down just killing so much. Even though they're killing me, it's just taking so much out of them, and I just go down killing. I am glad I'm with the passive damage increase. I know exactly where I'm gonna go. Hyper Crown next. I didn't have enough for the. I don't even know why I sold it like that. It's whatever though. Yeah, you guys are all dead. I want to see if I can solo them.
They were so mad. Like,
salt is salt. I love how he puts his reflect up. I'm like, I have too much armor for that. I don't know what your plan is there. He has so much slows counting the frostmate. He's just like, I'm out of here. Like, I'm done.
is the boss up again?
Yeah, it is. Holy crap. Another thing is you don't have to be near the shop in order to sell stuff. You can sell stuff anywhere.
Incoming.
Doesn't matter, we got it. Crap.
You have one shot. Right. Absolutely.
Right out of invis. It's like, don't go invisible on me. I can still see you. He's like, I couldn't see him, but I knew exactly where he was. What?
Help.
I'm on my way. Sorry. Holy crap. My roll was canceled too. Just keep going, running. He's slowed. That troll right there, right? Low health. Jeez, how much damage do I do? Damn it, I didn't even get my hyper crowd over here. 32 and 4 and 36 kills. I was a monster. Like most kills, most damage taken. Like oh, you're gonna get it. Yeah, you had most assist with all that healing.
God save the Queen. Hellborn wins.
Yeah. So then at the end there's a little scoreboard, and it tells you like everything going on. You can also switch view to see the damage done and stuff. So here's the experience per minute. Here's the gold per minute. Here's the actions per minute. My actions per minute was still pretty good, but lower than usual for playing a melee tank hero because I need to eat something. My hands are shaking. So, but yeah, like, let's see here. Yeah, so you can see 140 actions per minute. Like I said, like, I don't even know if that's possible in League of Legends. Like, some people, like, when you're playing, depending on the hero I'm playing, that can get up to 200. I don't know if the game even allows you to even move that fast in League. Best kill streaks. Like I said, I got best kill streak. I got most kills. I got top hero damage. I got most smackdowns. I think that's the most 10 kills or whatever. I did not get an immortal. I also had the least deaths. Holy crap. Man, I was our team. You see that? You and I, between you and your heals and me. We didn't even need the rest of our team pretty much past the start of the game. It's like, where's our carries? It's like after that, I was the carry from the rest of that game. Switch view. And then there's like little rewards and stuff. Like it will even like show you embarrassing rewards. Like if you got caught out without your team a lot throughout the game when you died, it would sit there and say, guys, question mark. Or if you go on like a lot of streaks, one of the things it will say is like, let's go streaking, and it has like a shadow running, but it's supposed to be implied that he's naked. So he's just running around naked. So this is what the other team kind of got, and you can see their rewards and stuff. And then here's my top two is like champion. Is there no one who can face me? Question mark. You know, scored the most 10x streaks, and it has like a little mask with a whole bunch of blood on it because it got like a lot of 10 plus streaks. And executor. Now you see me. Now you're dead. Earn the most hero kills. And it's just like all this stuff. It's like 3-peat. Pawning is easy as 1, 2, 3. Scored most triple kills. And then Jess has the savior. Never fear, your savior is here. Earn the most hero assist. And glutton. Never get between a man and his potions. Use the most consumables. Probably because she was placing a lot of wards and mana and stuff. And she has an astrolabe, which passively gives a regeneration aura off, so it gives her health increase, and she can use it to heal us for 200 health. She has a sheep stick, you know, like, because that's also a sheep stick. It's a little bit different name. She has plated grievous, which is it used to be an aura, and now it only works for her, where it gives her armor, like lots of armor. For boots, and it's like a stacking. It used to be an R where it give everybody armor, but that's gone. And then this is an R that's really nice. It increases our health regeneration and our mana regeneration for having being next to her. It also increases our magic resistance. So it doesn't really increase our health regeneration. It increases our mana regeneration, and it increases our magic resistance. I think it does make it so our heals do more. I don't know why it's no longer in the tooltip. They might have changed it. It also makes it so if the healing exceeds your maximum health, apply a shield equal to equal value for 10 seconds. So while she's going around healing us and stuff like that, if she already has full health, all the extra healing that she does goes into bonus healing, and that is under the R effect. I'm sorry. So she's pitting shields up on us as we get healed, and she heals herself as well. Heal for 30% of mana spent. That's all under R effect now. That didn't used to be. Does that mean that when we're using mana, we heal ourselves for 30% of mana spent? That would explain a lot. That's what I would explain. I'll have to watch that next time or watch the replay for that game, because I was not dying when I was using my rolls and stuff, and I noticed I jumped up a bit, but I thought it was just a regen from the heart. It could be that because of that now, when I spend mana, I heal myself when I'm next to you. Yeah. That used to be specific to the user of the item, the caster. Apparently, Nuln's Wisdom R might affect everybody now. They changed that, and they also split it off so you can't upgrade it to the Jade Staff or whatever. I don't know if you noticed that. The Jade Staff, yeah, the Jade Staff is a different item. Yeah, so the refresher orb with the double ultimates and double sheets and double everything. Yeah, that would have been ridiculous. Owen said that he's downloading it and gonna install it or whatever as soon as his dad gets home, because he needs the admin password for it. But yeah, there you go. So now the replay is up for download, and I can go back and watch that replay anyway at the time I want. That was not a good game. That was an embarrassing game. That other team was like freaking really bad. We only needed our carries for like the first 2 or 3 team fights. And like, I'm not even sure if we needed them then. I felt like I could have outfarmed them. And then the crazy thing is, like, we spent no time in the middle lane because everybody was so busy fighting over that buff for the boss. And we farmed them. We farmed the heroes, not the other way around. I cannot believe that. I had like 34 kills and 4 deaths. That's insane.
I had 1 more deaths. They were after me like no fucking tomorrow.
That means for every single, like, what is that? Let me see if that, let me make sure it's 34. Let me double check.
I want a new Pearl skin.
Right, they're a little bit biased with some skins.